Now we'll move further and study about the next type, that is ciliated epithelium. Ciliated epithelium is again with the tall columnar cells, but look at it, its free end is with cilia. So speciality is presence of cilia. Now let us study about this in detail. Ciliated epithelium is found in inner lining of buccal cavity of the frog. It is found in nasal cavity. It is found in trachea, part of respiratory system. It is found even in the oviduct of vertebrates. What is the structure? Here the cells are cuboidal or columnar. Means cells are either columnar in shape or they may be cuboidal in shape. But the free ends of the cells are always broad, while narrow ends rest on basement membrane. Free ends show hair-like cilia. Nucleus is oval and present at the basal end of the cell. Function. Cilia, they keep on beating, that is, they keep on moving. And beating of the cilia moves materials in contact, naturally in a specific direction. And thus, ciliated epithelium is able to prevent entry of foreign particles in the trachea. They push the ovum through oviduct. Thus, the beating of the cilia either moves the material in upward direction or outwardly or inwardly, depending upon the position of ciliated epithelium. What do you mean by it? In trachea, beating of the cilia will take place in such a way that foreign particle will be thrown out. Whereas in oviduct, beating will take place in such a way that ova will move inside the female reproductive tract. Alright. Now let us study the next type, that is glandular epithelium. Cells are either columnar, cuboidal or pyramidal in shape. Nucleus of the cells is large and situated towards the base. Secretory granules are present in the cytoplasm. That's why the name is there. That's why they are able to secrete the things, and they comprise the glandular epithelium. Now classification of glands. Glands are classified into two types, unicellular glands and multicellular glands. Unicellular glands, its best example is goblet cells of intestine. What do you mean by unicellular glands? These glands are made up of just one cell and they are dispersed in other epithelial cells. Best example is goblet cells of intestine. If you look at the multicellular glands, they are divided into two types. These glands are made up of many cells. And how are they going to secrete their secretion? Depending upon that, these glands are divided into two types, exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands are example salivary glands, sweat glands, whereas endocrine glands, their example is pituitary gland, thyroid gland, etc. The main difference between the two is that exocrine glands are with ducts, whereas endocrine glands are without ducts. Just look at the unicellular gland. I have already told you these are made up of just one cell, goblet cells of intestine. These are the goblet cells present in other cells of columnar epithelial tissue. So, just isolated cells secreting the secretion.